There we go. We'll use this. Painting up a small boy today, and I had said probably some kind of like poison blades, so we'll probably do that. But thanks for hanging out with us. I did start the plinth. Now I broke her foot, so I'm gonna have to glue that and fix it. But here's the plinth that we're probably gonna. Oh, it's not all the way put together, but so you can see the cool plants and the weird like alien, you know, rocks and just overall texture we got going on. But so this will be the plinth for the big old sci-fi lady. I'll probably end up just covering it in watered down PVA glue, or honestly I'll probably just put primer on it. It'll work just fine. Alright, so here we are. What I need to figure out... Oh, I guess I don't have to figure it out, never mind. But here we are for Miniature Monday. We're going to paint up this guy right here, and we're going to have a fun time. So because we're going to have poison blades, I already know that I need some kind of nice, like, deep burgundy-esque color here on the color scheme. So that's what we're going to be going for. So, I know it's been forever since I've talked about it, but I took some time over the weekend and put in a little work. And I have not completely redone, but very much changed my ideas for Simple Skirmish. And I've got the newest like playtest stuff complete for that. And it is totally different now. It's no longer a versus game. It is now a fully cooperative miniatures game with a little, very simple for now, AI system. So you can play it solo. It is still genre neutral, miniature neutral, scale neutral. Pretty much, you can use anything you can imagine. And the stuff that actually sort of like determines the genre is oh man, I broke his ear. Damn. Every single one of these I end up dropping, and I literally dropped it when I was grabbing it earlier. Well, you know what? We'll just pretend his ear was bitten off. That sucks though. The other one, I had a larger one, and I messed that up too. Oh my god. Whatever. But the only stuff that makes it sort of genre specific in terms of the rules are like the scenario themes that you would play. But it's very, very small in terms of the miniatures that you're actually using, on your team. Except for the AI, you may need about 20 minis or so for a game. But otherwise, in terms of like stats or abilities or anything like that, technically there are 3 abilities, and that's it. And stats, you have 2 stats for characters. Characters level up, so there is like progression. And then Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something on that ear, or you know, we could fake this. We're gonna fudge the ear really quick. Hold on. we're gonna trim the ear. How about that? Does that work? We're gonna trim the ear down. Okay, hold on. Yoink. Okay, and then I gotta make it match on this side. How funny. Alright. Look, Ma. It came that way. So I'm gonna get this sanding stick wet and I can clean it up. I saw your question. So I call it Simple Skirmish. And it's had various iterations here over the years. I mean, literally, I think I have like Google Doc versions of this thing going back for like 5 years at this point. There we go. But either way, so the stats that you're remembering for your characters really aren't even stats. It's kind of like characters have dice pools to do actions and stuff, and if you know, right, like, you know, yeah, this guy has 3, this guy has 4, that's it. That's like literally the only thing that you have to remember and play the game. So, but yeah, whenever I kind of have it nailed down a little bit more, I'll probably throw some stuff out there. I had printed off a bunch of like Cyberpunk Minis to use, and so I got all of those based. Here's my plate of Cyberpunk Minis. Whoa, there's so many of them. A lot of them are from Unit 9. They haven't been cleaned up at all, but kind of gives you an idea of the vibe I'm going for. Is there any like really cool ones I just kind of see here? I don't know. It's always hard to see this resin. But anyway, you can use, like, it's neat too because the AI miniatures, the only thing that you really need to differentiate them is some way to determine, like, or for you to recognize their level. And you can do that with, like, a green rim around the base, yellow, red, right? You can even put, like, a little 1 marker, little 2 dashes, 3 dashes, because they're only 3 levels. And the 3 levels just determine how many things that they'll do during their activation, and that's it. So it's like, it's just such a simple system. But I'm hoping to play that, test that out with Sydney here sooner than later. But to do that, I need to prep and prime all those miniatures that you just saw, so that way I can put some paint on the base. But, alright, so let's do this undershirt here in a nice warm brown, and we're going to tone things down even further with a wash, as per usual, so don't worry about it too much. In terms of like list building, the system is very simple because you can technically play with as much as you want. I mean, like, as many, you can control as many characters as you want, because so the way that everything's broken down is characters are enemies, right, and players are in control of characters. So that's pretty much it. But the number of characters that you're using directly reflects in the amount of enemies that you're going to interact with, like, every single turn. So, you know, if you're playing with a lot of characters, then you're going to be dealing with a lot of enemies, and that's kind of the trade-off there. Now, let me see if I can clip this off. Okay. Okay. Alright, so then let's get a little bit of black out and a darker brown. And I think we're going to actually use a blue to shade, which we, like, never do. But as with the last version of Simple Skirmish, now I don't have the. I used to have it set up on my website. I'll probably do the same thing, but I will probably release the PDF. Currently, the rules, like literally the entire rules outside of scenarios and like setup, are I believe 5 pages and then a reference page. So it's not too absolutely crazy. All right, so where is? Let's get Intense Brown. What happened to music? The guy that should be playing right now is... Oh, that's not even the right... Brown! What? Oh, duh. The music I'm playing literally should be going. Like, this guy has like 190 songs I can play through. Hold on. Sounds like a pretty fun game. I mean, I think it will be. I don't know about the actual length of the game yet, necessarily. I think it'll be pretty quick. Especially, like... What? Oh. That's why I clicked the wrong thing. Here we go. Have you already heard these? There we go. It's probably like 30 minutes or something. But... Alright. I'm gonna get some black, and I'm guessing the kneecaps here are gonna be metal. We're gonna do non-metallic metal today, just because we're gonna do, you know, cool poisony blades. I don't know what color we're gonna do for the wings. We'll figure that out though. Okay, so then I want a darker brown for what's happening underneath here. And we'll be able to sort a lot of this stuff out. After our wash. And I'm going to use a nice light brown up here on the bandana. The bandana is probably going to be white, or, you know, very light colored. I'm going to use the same, this much lighter tan here. Skin, the ears. It's so funny that we shaved the ears down. That was just classic. Oh, we'll do the little bracers separately as well. Or separately, what am I saying? We'll do that gray as if it's metal. So luckily last night we didn't have any tornadoes come through here. We had a pretty good chance, though. It ended up, all, like, the really bad stuff ended up trailing south of where I live. There we go. Yeah, that was a crazy storm system. And then we have pretty much the same thing. That's a funny idea. I like that idea. But yeah, so tomorrow night we're going to have bad weather yet again. So hopefully it's all good. But yeah, I mean, dude, I felt so sick. Like, I mean, what else is new, right? But I felt really sick right before the storm system came through because the barometric pressure was going crazy. And it was like 87, 88 degrees. And then it dropped down to like 59 after the storm came through. So... insane temperature drop. Okay, give me 1 second here. Look at those cats. I like how they're on a bag already. I like the one on the left. Looks like a troublemaker. Okay. So, and then the blades will work on separately. I want them to really stand out. So, I'm going to take this clear blue, and we're going to use this as our shadow here. We're going to do a little bit of black. A lot of it is blue. There it is. May as well just kind of scooch this paint over. Let's see if I can... Look at that. When you can spatula your paint. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be really intense. Cool. Got a little bit on the blade, not a big deal. Alright, our shadows are in. The back of the little cloak there. Awesome. Now then, we're gonna do a like teal glaze on the blades first, and then you guessed it. Well, you didn't guess it, but we're gonna do phthalo green into neon green, so it's not like, I mean, I use that color way too much, but either way. And then where is our neon? Our neon is right here. Okay, cool. So make a quick glaze here out of this teal. It's aqua. Okay, we decided to go incredibly thin. Okay. How are the kittens? Sibling. Are they being nice? Oh, by the way, well, I mean, not that it matters, but I'm pretty sure my old roommate, Tony and David, roommates, they're gonna move back to Australia. They're gonna probably, well, they were talking about it last night, but they're probably gonna end up back in Sydney, where they lived previously. He said he needs to finish up a couple of projects at his current job, and then he'll be able to land something in Sydney. So no telling when that is, but since that's kind of in your neck of the woods, I mean, same country. All right. So we've got that glaze going. Okay, and then down to the phthalo here. Yeah, after their mom's funeral, they were just kind of like, you know, might move. Which means we won't be able to visit them, and then we won't have our gaming buddy at night, but you know, things change. I guess I'll go ahead and do this underside as well. Poisony blades on the way here. So then, let's see, we've got this upper side, this upper side. But if they go back to Australia, I mean, it's such a maybe, right? Like with what I'm about to say, but we might at some point visit them, but not anytime soon, obviously. Or if there's a, you know, I mean, the current flights are like, well, if you're getting a direct flight, it's like 10 grand. And, you know, I am devastatingly broke, so that's never happening anytime soon. Okay, I wanted to shave that down. I thought I cleaned this up a little bit better, but of course he works for an airline here in the US, so the cost for him is a little bit different because he can kind of wiggle around through the system. Okay, so I just put black back down there so we can go back in, adjust as needed. Okay, and then taking that same phthalo. And all of this is to get us ready for the contrast of the neon green that we're probably going to end up using for the blade. So where did I do it? Right underneath the hook there. Anyway, if you are watching and it's your first time, or you haven't said hello, or if I missed you, feel free to say hey in the chat. If you have any questions, anything like that, holler at Sibling, the unofficial, official keeper of peace. She will literally throw a boomerang and hit you in the head, and you won't even see it coming. Oh, thank you, body bag. Man, I couldn't tell you the last time I got paid by Twitch. It's so depressing. But, you know, I never, I don't really talk about it, so that's a me problem. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I never say anything about it, but if you have an Amazon Prime, you can take that bald, sweet billionaire's money and, like, maybe throw it in my pocket a few months from now once it collects enough dust and they pay me. God, I think the last time I got a payout from Twitch was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. They had to have been at least 4 months ago. What am I saying? No, probably more than that, like 5 actually. I think it was when I was still working with Reapers, so yeah. Long ass time. Because they only pay you out once you have like $150 in the little Rolodex or whatever. Which, you know, if I have one sub, so that's like $2.25. Divide that into 150. That's how many months it's gonna take. Oh man, that's what really killed me. Like, you know, there were for a while, there were a couple of painting streamers during the pandemic that like could actually survive doing that. But they were only making like $2,000 a month, and they were like the biggest streamers, right? Like top of the top, more than you could ever imagine. So, you know, and when you realize that, that's when it's just like, damn, that's tough, man. But that's why they'll have Patreon and all that stuff. You just have to if you want to do anything. But even Patreon's looking grim nowadays, so I think the era of the survivable painter may be gone for a while. Alright, so I'm just layering in a little bit more darkness there before we glaze anything else in. Alright, I think we're cool with that, so now let's get our neon green. Cool, there it is. And I may actually mix it with a little bit of clear yellow here to help it be a touch, oh my god, that was too much. Touch more translucent. Hey, there we go. Alright. Okay. Look at that. Alright, so that was relatively simple. We don't even have any edges in there yet, and it still looks pretty good. Now the back is pretty bad, so let's pretend to care here. Shall we? Shall we pretend? It looks the back of miniatures anyway, right? Alright, that helps a little bit. Okay, so first thing we should do are edges. I believe that will be the easiest, and we're going to do that with white directly. Man, this one bottle of white has survived for like 2 years, so that should tell you the color I use all day, every day. If you're going through paint bottles too fast, there's your indicator. Hey, what is up, man? Hope you're doing well. My back is kind of killing me today, but I started working out a lot, and right now I'm just doing weights, like for my chest, and because I really need to strengthen like this upper left, not my shoulder and not my pec, but like whatever's going on where the two meet, because that muscle will spasm if my lungs been hurting, and so I want to strengthen all of that up before I start doing a bunch of cardio and stuff, because you know, they tell you do not at all, like, you know, put strain on your lungs if you you've had, especially pleurisy like I've had. So, you know, I'm trying to be cautious here, but unfortunately that means my back is going to hurt quite a bit until I'm used to it again. So I can't use 30 pounds like I used to all the time like I did in my 20s, but we're at 20-pound weights. That's not too sad for someone as completely deathly bent out of shape like myself. Alright, so we're going to start with our edges. Look at that nice, crispy, cleany line there. Alright. I'm actually shocked at how easy that transition was to do. And that's the thing, right? Like I'm telling you, if you know your end goal, right, with weapon effects or whatever the case is. I mean, this would be a really good power weapon if you play Warhammer, anything like that. If you know what your end goal is, think about working in reverse, like we did, with glazing down, etc. And you may find that you don't have to do much blending. You just gotta do a little tint at the end, and all of a sudden everything's all cool. Now the real hard part here is going to be these edges, but you know what, we will just hope for the best. And my brush tip dried, so I'm not going to play that game. Alright. Monday way back when. When life was so much easier. It was still hard, but it was so much easier. Table's vibrating, so that means my phone's vibrating. Okay. We can ignore that. Oh, my fan's on. That is why everything's drying on me. Hey, yo, chill out. There we go. Turn that off. Okay. I'm like, why is the brush drying? By the time I take it here, well, fan's on. A little thick, but we can adjust. Okay, not the worst. Do a little highlighting here. That looks pretty clean to me, man. All right, let's do this side, and then we'll shade down and all that good stuff. Sydney and I started watching the show Scissor 7 again on Netflix because there's a third season out, and it is just such an enjoyable show. Like, everybody's freaking out about Squid Game, and I'm like, that Squid Game has nothing on Scissor 7, so it's way cool. And we watched Squid Game, and it was just like, whatever, dude. Like, I've seen way too many animes that are the exact, like, theme of that show. So, who cares? It wasn't the worst thing ever, though, you know? It wasn't like every other season of Sabrina that they made. Sorry, I realized I need to do the inside edge here. Okay. Boom. Oh yeah, so one thing I was thinking too, with the simple skirmish stuff, is since it's not genre specific, I know this is random, change of topic here, but I just thought of it, or remembered it, I can also do like 3D printed bundles, right, of like themed sets of miniatures for it. Because that's really all you need, or, you know, enough because like everybody's got enough miniatures in general, but if you just don't want to have like the most random looking table on the planet, having some grouping or like similarly themed minis to be the bad guys is cool. Maybe you do just want totally random stuff though, who knows, right? But for the sci-fi stuff, or the cyberpunk stuff I should say, like the level 1 enemies that I worked up were all androids. And then the level 2 enemies are like humanoid, like security guys. And then the level 3 are, some are androids, you know, it's just like random, but like tough looking people. And then, depending on the scenario, you can go... So, for instance, right, like some scenarios may say on turn... Because the game lasts 8 full turns. And then it's over. You can win a game before then, but that's like the end point. And so, some scenarios might say, like, at the beginning of turn 6, you're going to add 1 to your enemy, like, spawning roll to see what enemies might show up. And if that's the case, then you enter into the territory of allowing a unique enemy, which is kind of like another player showing up. So hard to kill. So it kind of punishes you, right? If it's a scenario that shouldn't take you that long to win. But yeah, I definitely was thinking in terms of like video game concepts, things like that. For how the game plays. Like if you take damage, you know, you don't just die immediately, you're character is just downed, and so like another character can come and pick you back up. And then even if your character dies, one of them dies that you're playing with, or is eliminated rather, I should say, they do come back in the next game, but they have a penalty, and they don't gain any experience from the previous game. And that's if you lose. If they die and, or if they're eliminated and you win the scenario, nothing bad happens. They just come back the next game. They still get experience for everything they did. So, kind of interesting. That might change, who knows, right? But currently that's what I'm thinking. Alright, we just have this last little section up here. So I did this way shorter. Like this? Is that pretty close on both of them? Yep. Okay, so now is when I want to bring in that neon green again. Actually, let's just do pure white as one final little highlight glaze, because I want this to be like super neon, not like white like it is now. So wherever the brightest area is, I'm going to bring in white as a glaze. I mean, it probably just looks white on camera, but it shouldn't in a second once we glaze it. Okay, this side, down at the handle. And again, the concepts I'm doing for this reflection pattern, super simple. If it's going to be dark at the top, light at the bottom on that plane, any other surface has to be the opposite direction. So do something similar but with purples. Yep, just as simple. I would say instead of doing like the sort of teal that we did, a really good way to do it with purples so that it doesn't look pastel is instead of highlighting with white, you want to highlight with like a skin tone, and then it'll work just fine for you. That way you can still mess with like the richness, so to speak, of the color, the saturation, rather than it just tapering the white and looking like lilacs, you know. Unless you want that. I always try and avoid pastels unless, you know, that's like very intentional. Okay, boom. So let's grab our neon here. Gently glazing over our edges. Look at that. So comparing the two sides. I mean, the one on the left looks really cool too, but I just like that. I think that looks really nice. Didn't mean to do that. And then the back. I'm gonna highlight this stuff on the back here, and they'll probably just hit the edges. there's like not even edge definition going down the back of the blade, so I'm just kind of faking it. But that's because of where they place the supports. I didn't support this mini myself. I used BAM's auto supports, which are nice, or pre-supports rather, auto supports. They work really well. In case you have a printer and you've been wondering, like, oh, I might want to get it on in. All right, cool, boom. Let's forget about that. Let's move back to our good old-fashioned burgundy. So I'm going to be using a nice tannish tone here, a very peachy sort of olive skin, and we're going to use this as our base highlight tone on anything that's going to be this burgundy color. So we can go ahead and jump on in. Zoom in. Or should we do this? Hold on, we'll do it this way. There we go. Oh, siblings, what'd you name the cats? I don't know if you put that in the chat. Do they have names yet, or is that in the air currently? Ash and Ember. Well, that's cool. Ash is the troublemaker. There you go. Yeah, something about the eyes screams trouble. So, you can see we're just working this on top of the purple relatively simply. Painting with dirty paint water, right? That's the consistency goal here. Yeah, climber. That's a climber. That's my fake Australian. How you going, Ash? He's a climber. I don't know how far to take it down on this. Let's do a little bit of color here. Pretty good. I can't do the R thing because like Australians like embed this R in the back of certain noises or like noises words, and that is out of my repertoire. All right, let's do the back side here of this side, the back side of this side. test this. I guess I got to finish the head. No, I didn't even know that's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, no, because I can't do the, like, no, I can't do that noise. Do some cuss words pretty well that sound pretty authentic though. Mostly because my roommate Tony would drop them around the house for fun. But they lived there forever. Oh, that's funny. So that's also a thing up here. Because I do it a lot where you go, yeah, no, and that's kind of like a negative connotation where you go, yeah, no, that's not really going to work. Or, no, yeah, I actually really like that. And I remember I have a memory of this just absolute insufferable girl that I was in high school with. And I forget what I was doing. I mean, I was speaking in class about something, and I said, yeah, no, yeah, I think that's right. I mean, we could do da-da-da. And she was like, that's not correct. You don't say, no, yeah. Literally what you're saying doesn't make sense. I mean, I remember this exchange because it went on in front of the entire class. And I just kind of sat there and I was like, you know what? I'll let you have this argument because you're peaking in high school. And, you're going to look back at this as a victory that you had at some point in your life, so... Enjoy. God, what was her name? Alex, I think. Clear, the attitude I remember, the name I don't. Okay, so I think I'm gonna glaze this real quick and we'll see how the color turns out. Where are we? Right here? So I want this to have a very deep burgundy tone, smooth texture, and I'm thinking we nailed it. I might have a little bit of room for a highlight with this, but we'll see. Probably, yes, a highlight at least on edges. Cool. All right, well, let's finish this out here on the shoulder. Okay. About an hour, not too bad. Excited to get in on the big statue tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to at least getting her to a place where we can mount her to that plinth, which was Jacob Jansen plinth. Australian Burl, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I love the color that we got to peek through that after the glaze. We will highlight further, like I said. Okay. Back at it again with the glaze. Boom. I love it. I mean, I keep looking at this transition right here, and I'm just like, look at how smooth we got that with like minimal frustration. It's pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna let that dry. Let's do, I'm actually gonna mix that neon green. Why am I doing that? Hold on. No, I need like, whoa, wait a minute. We do have this teal. No, that's not gonna work. We need white. After I have the whole discussion, right, of like, yeah, don't use white. You'll retain the color. All right, so. You can barely see that. If I hit this guy with a matte varnish, these colors would change so incredibly much. Just because of the nature of the blue that we used, and then this burgundy. Actually, very similar to the, why did I do that? Oh my god. Very similar to the skin tone that we had on the alien chick. Okay, well, we'll just, say we did on that one. Okay, so that is it for that. Let me back this out here. Whoa, super zoom. Whoa, look at this little guy. All right, that's cool. So then now let's do his little undershirt, which I just want to kind of keep like a tannish color. So pushing it up in the direction of the highlight. Hey, let's get closer here, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna pull it down these little wrinklies. Wrinklies, of course, being a fashion industry term. You wouldn't know anything about it. Okay. Sleeves as well. We gotta do our sleeves. I feel like in a fantasy world, if you have to tell somebody, like, yeah, I was killed by a fairy assassin, you know, or maybe not you, but someone's like, did you hear about Ragnar the Reckless, dude? He died by a fairy. You know, probably not as impressive as a dragon, but then if they saw, like, the weapon that the fairy assassin used, they might be like, okay, it wasn't a regular, okay. Acceptable fantasy death. About Ragnar, dude? Idiot died to a mimic. Who dies to a mimic? Adding a little bit of white. People actually died to mimics? I thought that was like a joke. That was the thing people just joked about. Probably not as bad as killed by goblin, right? That'd be a little testy. right? Man, it's been a while since I've painted something this small. Like I kind of mentioned at the beginning, I did have a larger version of him printed, and then completely snapped the leg when removing supports because I was impatient and didn't let him soak for a minute. Like I literally just put it in super hot water and took him out. And normally not a big deal. Just glue it back on. Who cares, right? Like that's kind of the one thing about when a resin, like a 3D printed mini breaks. Usually, it leaves like a completely clean break that you can just reattach like glass, right? But broke off his kneecap, and that went God knows where. So I was like, well, I got a regular sized boy, so why don't we just have fun with him? And here we are. Look how far we've come. All right, that's that for that. So I'm going to use the same color over. I'm going to add a little bit of white. But we're going to use the same color as the base color here on the bandana. So you can see I'm already applying much more. And some white. Might glaze in a little bit of this brighter color here. Something like that. Alright, alright, alright. Now then, the pants. What am I looking at on there? Is that a stripe? Looks like a stripe. Well, we just had brown, so why don't we just roll with that? I'm using the Auburn Shadow, so this is red, very reddish brown. There is like a pouch tied across his leg there, so, and then that's the belt, whatever color we go for that, and then the shoesies. So then why don't I see if I can? Let's see, let's go this way. Added a little bit of neon green for our highlight color here. All right. So then let's do the armored boot, the kneecap. So I need a gray, mixing a gray. And let's hit all of the other metallic objects here, so whatever these are. And then the bracers. Let's see, where is... I had a less mixed version of that. Let me see. Okay. And then right down the center. Okay, this side. Not as clean on that side, that's alright. Structurally speaking, I know what I did wrong on that side, but that's okay. We're not gonna fight with it. Maybe we will. There's one thing I could do that could fix it pretty quickly. Let me see. I can make it more of a V shape. Okay, and then let me try the other side. And we're talking about splitting hairs at that point, so nah, whatever. And then a little brightness here. Pretty much white. I'm just literally dotting. kind of forgot we have wings also to paint, but, you know, whatever. Okay. Okay, so, skin, huh? Let's make a little skin tone here. Alright, the face is kind of fun just because it's shaped so oddly. Got a weird face. Yeah, I'll say it. I ain't afraid of no assassin. Is this Christmas music? Oh my god. Haven't even made it to Halloween. I feel like I'm in a Hobby Lobby right now. Hold on. I promise I will nuke this music in 2 seconds. I will just talk over it. Hey, we're just talking over this music for now. Except I'm not, because I'm concentrating. I'm sorry. This is illegal. Hey, that skin looks good. That looks like an assassin to me. Alright. Oh my god, you guys. Hold on. No. I don't even have a beard. Well, I guess I do, but not like I did last year. Okay. Oh my god, I gotta reach. I'm reaching. You guys, we're reaching. Ugh. Oh no. Ugh. We did it. Hold on, actually, I want to move this over too. Okay. Jeez, guys. Let's lock in and finish this up. Oh, no. I made a mistake. Hold on, I gotta do this off camera. To hide my sin. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this off camera. Hold on, sorry guys. Okay. I need pupils here. Oh boy. Not the best. I'm gonna fix it though. I just need it to dry. And then let me go ahead and do black on the eyebrows here. Yoink. We got a face going on. Alright, so what else we got? We got the hands. Alright, let's do the little wrap on the weapon. I'm just going to make a random brown here. I'm going to use the neon green to highlight up the color. Probably is teal too, actually. It probably won't look green, but it's there. Yeah, it looks a little green. Alright, I'm gonna go for more of a gray. I say that and this is like nowhere near gray, but okay, let's see. Yeah, it needs to be way brighter. Hold on. Let's try that again, shall we? Do fake gold. So I'm just taking a like coral color, coral skin tone, right there on the edge of the weapon. I guess we'll be right here too. And then I need very bright color, which I don't have anymore. No white. All right, more white. Remember the whole time, other than the brightest reflections on the metals, we don't want it to go brighter than the blades. So that's like the whole trick, right? That we want the metals to be shiny, the blades, everything else has to be like pretty sharp contrast. Okay, where are we? Right here. Boom. And then I'll glaze that with a marigold here real quick. Make that gold. Hopefully. Alright, so the hands... Maybe we just do the hands as, like, gloves. Jesus, you can't see anything. Okay, hold on. I guess we'll just have to do skin, huh? I don't think they'll show up otherwise. Too similar to the, like if we were gonna do just black gloves, right, with the gray highlight, it's far too similar to the bracer, so that is why that would not work for us. High up on the saddle there. Let me do this on this side too. I'm just trimming it closer to the handle. There we go. Much better. Okay. So what do we got? Boots. Boots are gonna be brown. That's why it starts with a B. People are like, Josh, is that really how you make your color choices? Yeah. Yes, now you know. All the years of lying about how it's all about color theory, no. Truth is, I go for what the color starts with, or what the word starts with, so. Boot, brown. Poison blade, green, right? That's how that works. Poison. Keeping it relatively dark as hell. Why? Well, because that's just the contrast we've set up this whole time. All right, don't ask me why. That's just how it is. I was born into darkness. What movie is that from? Monty Python and the Holy Grail? That's right, you guessed it. Alright, and then guess what? We have wings in the back that we totally get to phone in for real. Guess what? We're gonna go up here, hold up. New palette land over here. New palette who is. So I mixed some of the teal and the white, and we are going to absolutely blow through this like a bank robber. We're going to be outlining and highlighting. Sound simple? It is. Luckily, these wings are easy to paint. Look at that, man. Default size, it's like literally the length of the brush right there, so. Thin that down a little bit. Okay, and then tapering from the top. Look at that. Let's try this out. Okay, and then I'm gonna go a little bit darker on the interior portion here. God. Not as easy. Okay. Glad I turned the fan off. My paint is being so much nicer on the end of the brush now. Honestly, overbrushing with the side of the brush to get that angle. Do the same thing here. Alright, and then I'm going to take that clear phthalo blue. Nope, that is tainted. Tainted, so I need brand new. And wow, we did it. We actually did it. I like the way it turned out. I think it looks good. I'm going to apply more towards the bottom there, like that. And then I'm just going to take water and taper it up to the top. Water, tapering to the top, just like that, feathering it in. That'll give us a really nice transition. And then down here, bada bing, bada boom, the whole wing. We did it. Well, 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 I hope you all enjoyed the Fairy Assassin today. I know I did. I had such a grand old time, the best painting experience of my entire life. I hope it's the same for you. I hope you find $20 in your pocket, everything goes your way, and you know, your enemy's kids don't go to college and they forget how to read. Things like that. Good vibes. So, thanks so much, everybody. I will be back tomorrow as we continue working on this big... Okay, I'm like literally stuck on my headphones. This big thing right here I threw together today. So this is going to replace the base on the bust that we're working on. So this is my makeshift sci-fi scape. And then, like I said, I broke her foot, so don't worry, guys. I'll fix it. I'll fix it, but we're going to be working on her. This pretty lady right here. I also got... Oh, my God. I'm going to break this thing. I got to put her down. So that's that. And then Wednesday, we're going to be back for Warhammer Wednesdays. We continue the non-metallic metal on big old Gazkul Raka. And then after that, we're going back to this Rackham sculpt. I'm actually going to put this on a plinth as well. And I'm going to paint a backdrop. So there's going to be a flat piece of something behind her. And I'm going to paint the background on that as well. And then Friday, that is Friday. Did we go over all the days? No. Thursday is things I play. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe sci-fi or Bushido, one or the other. But thanks so much, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Yada, yada, yada. Goodbye. Goodbye. Adios. Arriva, Derchi, Sayonara, whatever languages we've got. Au revoir. You know, see ya.